going on, everybody? Welcome. I almost said welcome back, but I was going to say welcome to 2023.
And welcome back to the show.
And welcome back to the show, our weekly show about the nerdy news that is exciting to us or sad to us or interesting or just nerdy news, whatever we want to talk about. It's our show. We can do whatever we want.
Whatever butters your biscuits and fills your buckets.
Exactly what he said.
Show. We can do what we want. So
it's our show. We can do what we want. So you know what? I'm gonna take my news that I jokingly put in our text chat because I think it's noteworthy. I beat Elden Ring. That's my news. I didn't have anything else except for maybe the Renfield trailer looked really cool and looked fun.
Yeah.
That's my news. That's not fake news.
Are you starting that New Game Plus? Or are you gonna?
I am. I have a couple of things that I want to do on my current playthrough, but my level 207 ass is gonna go to New Game Plus.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, here we go.
I'll take it from there.
Hold on. I love this news. Hey everyone, let's clap, sync it up for funds. Everything's just out the window. It's like, hold on, stop. Fuck you and your magic news, your DC. Fuck. Elden Ring was completed in the last 24 hours.
Real news
by just Josh. Yeah.
Real news.
You hear that, Hidetaka Miyazaki?
Tom's been sending me Miyazaki memes for the past month. And
this is a different Miyazaki, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hidetaka Miyazaki is the director for Elden Ring. I'm like, these evil Japanese men.
But you have been sending me Miyazaki memes for the last month. Just of the duality of the Studio Ghibli creator.
It's great,
and it's beautiful. It's been great. What's up? I'm your magic boy here. Some exciting news from the magic world. There's been some leaks. Oh goodness!
Like the rain and the flood.
Like my ceiling. There's been an unexpected leak that we have to address now. Dominaria Remastered had its release weekend, pre-release weekend. Some people got some boxes, opened it up, and oopsies, some cards from All Will Be One were included, and up to 50+ rares have been spoiled a month early.
Oopie.
Whoopsies. It's looking to be a pretty powerful set. I won't go into any of the specifics of the card if people are waiting to see the official leak when it comes out. I think they're doing some preview season starts like in a week from now, and then it's officially released in February. But it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of story stuff that has been figured out due to these leaks. But yeah, it was a big whoopsie. It seems like at the wherever they print, cut, and package it over at Wizards, there was a little mix-up. And they snuck into a large amount snuck into some Dominaria Remastered. So if you are planning on opening that set, maybe you'll get lucky. Who knows? But we got a lot of cool Praetors. We got a lot of cool Proliferate. We have the new, not Infect. What do they call it? Toxic.
Oh, Toxic.
Toxic effect, which looks to be a rebalance of Infect.
All you Call of Duty gamers get a shout out in Magic, you toxic bastards.
Wow.
But yeah, it was really exciting for me because I was really excited for this set. I love the Praetors. I love Elesh Norn.
Oh, yeah.
And
who's your favorite?
Elesh Norn.
Elesh Norn. Okay.
Yeah, she's the white. She's like in charge of everything, but her card is one of my favorite Praetor cards. I mean, Jin Gitaxis is fun. He's mean though. Elesh Norn is the one that comes in. She has vigilance, and all your creatures get +2/+2, and creatures you don't control get -2/-2. So it's a big FU to token decks, especially, but it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah, looking forward to that. You can find them on the spoilers anywhere. Just Google All Will Be One leaks. You'll see them. No mythics, so it was the rare sheets that got mixed in. So we haven't seen any mythic leaks yet, but I think it was like 52 to 56 rares.
Ding dang.
Were spoiled, which is like all of them. So it was pretty wild. That's my magic news.
Back to also real news, Josh, Elden Ring. Now that you've completed it, who is your favorite boss?
Oh, damn.
Favorite boss.
I know that it shouldn't be but I think because I spent so much time on it, Millennia is really on my mind.
It's respect. It's you gain so much respect for the game because of that character.
Like it's a cool ring, but it's also like I think it's the hardest I've ever worked on a video game, like in terms to beat a boss. Like it was in the game, if you're not familiar, you can rebirth yourself so you have different stats and you can situate all your stats. And I did that so many times to try to figure out a good build before just returning to my strength build. And I learned a valuable lesson that a strength build is not the greatest build for Elden Ring. But yeah, no, Millennia I thought was just because it made me think so much. It made me actually like strategery was like important.
Tom, you just did the blam blam from far away, right?
I'm McMungus, baby. I just Mungus blasted as far as I can go. I said, you stay one spot. I go away, and then I do my magic things, and then I Kamehameha
you
from
go
far
over
away.
there.
How do you guys feel about the people who have beat the game at level 1 with no armor?
No,
respect.
I praise. I respect. The thing I love this, which is old
No,
news.
I didn't mean that you wouldn't respect it. I just mean like your thoughts on it.
Oh, they have the biggest dick, but if they're also a woman, then they probably have the most beautiful soul and body.
Okay, so anyway, yeah.
Corey, do you know that feeling when you see somebody who's playing the guitar and they're just so much better than you that you're like, respect.
Yeah,
respect.
But then they look at you and they go, I'm level 1.
Yeah,
I've never
like,
played a guitar.
I knew a guy once that could pick up any instrument and just play it.
His name was Corey Powers.
Yeah. No, like anytime I look up like strategy for a boss, I would like you'd find these videos and these guys. My cousin puts it this way: these people don't just know the fight; they know the fight. They know when to block. They know where to jump. They know where to roll. They're like they're doing this. Okay, roll this way. I love it.
I mean,
I love that game.
In related things, this isn't super big news, but I thought it was really noteworthy that there's a player in Elden Ring, a player base called Let Me Solo Her. And this person pretty much had such a difficult time fighting against the boss that Josh mentioned that they dedicated like a good portion of their life to just camp out outside that boss. And so you can always summon and ask other players to come help you. And this person will come in and then their name is called Let Me Solo Her. And they will just let you stay in the back and then we'll beat them. And they will wear a jug as a head, helmet thingy, no clothes, and just weak armor and stuff. And that person, I think, has a record of like over like 2,000 defeats, like beating that thing by themselves with no armor or anything like that. Just the way that Josh was saying, like they just learned and know how to do it, and so well that From Software gave them like these like character sheets of that character and just dedicated a celebration to that person. And I was like, that's super cool.
Yeah.
So I thought that was amazing. My
What's
news?
your news, Tom?
My news.
What's your news?
I'm glad you asked because oh boy, is it not fun to talk about, but also there's a responsibility to talk about. So first off, let's go with the weird and wacky, insane world of Daddy Zacky Snyder's Justice League, right?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about any DC things at which have not fully settled the dust, only just rumors and things and the fandoms and whatever, right? So one thing in particular, the main thing I want to talk about is that at the current moment, there doesn't seem to be a lot of planage, a lot of things going on with Snyderverse characters. And what that means is that characters that were introduced with Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and the like during that era of Warner Brothers DC films, and which was dubbed the DCEU. And, you know, throughout 2016, 2017, a lot of conflict, conversation, X, Y, and Z, whatever you want to call it, led to this really how can I say, bleak era of the filmmaking of these DC films, where it was one going in one direction or the other direction, leading us to the release of Snyder Cut movement, to finally in 2021, during the midst, the height of the pandemic, we finally get it in HBO Max form, and it's this 4-hour magnum opus film, dedication to his daughter. And then there was this huge 1.5 million trending event the day after to restore the Snyderverse. And, since 2021, that has been like a calling cry, and there doesn't seem to be any traction with that. That being said, recent hopes and dreams kind of seemed quashed. And now the movement, the fandoms of people who want to see these characters are trending an event or trending a movement to sell Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix. Now, what does that mean? Are they really ever going to sell DC to Netflix? Absolutely not. What it pretty much, I don't know where it came from. I just know that one day it became a trending event after, wanting to see if it can get restored, X, Y, and Z, release the Ayer cut as well. But Netflix has relationships with a lot of studios, right? So this wouldn't be the first time that Netflix would be co-producing, if not distributing, DC properties such as Sweet Tooth, Robert Downey Jr. Executive produced. It's a DC Vertigo comic. Sandman, which is
about that.
Warner Brothers television produced thing. And even then, David Zaslav has said that a big cornerstone of the direction of the new Warner Brothers Discovery will be to license out things. They've licensed out Lord of the Rings or ish, having Amazon, allowed to touch in that world, even though they technically, with New Line Cinema, retain the rights to the Lord of the Rings films. So there is weird ways you can go about it. Harry Potter gets licensed out to Peacock, and even now the J.J. Abrams and Bruce Timm collaboration to make the Batman animated series Cape Crusader, which I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with that, because Kevin Conroy is now passed, and I don't know who else would do that. Obviously there's a bunch of people who have portrayed the Cape Crusader before, but even that's not going to be home at HBO Max or wherever they call it in the future. So even that might be like spun off and sold off or licensed out to Apple TV. So it would not be completely out of context that this multiverse of films, which is what all comic books, I don't know why anyone's like, now it's a multiverse. It's always been a multiverse. Everything's always at their own universe. And if you ever read Marvel comics, they'll even call the Omniverse like the universe of all universes, which include our own universes. So people are calling out to that to see if that would be a possibility, because it seems that Netflix and Zack Snyder have a really good relationship with his upcoming film, which is Rebel Moon, and then Planet of the Dead, as well as Twilight of the Gods anime that's coming out with Joe
from
Oliva.
Rebel Moon look dope.
The stills, the cast seems stacked. It seems pretty good, and it looks like they're treating him well, and it looks like that's where he's at right now. Even though I think in the end of it all, much like most people, there's always going to be like a love or reverence for these characters, and so I don't know even if he has the desire to continue these characters, but I'm assuming he would like to finish his own story, X, Y, and Z, all these things. So that's currently a thing. My news is to say that's a thing.
Okay.
The second news is a more wider scope, industry-wide thing where, this is the funny thing that I always get weary about. I feel like it's a grift, and I feel like everyone's in on it. There's a bit that Dave Chappelle recently brought up in his one of his like segments. Is called Unforgiven. He talks about three card Monty. Talks about like how everyone in the crowd, you think they're putting in money, but they're all in on it, and the only one person is the kind of the victim, is the guy who's giving the money. And I kind of feel like this happens a lot. So a lot of studios are getting under fire right now because there's been a big mandate to RTO, which means to return to office. And so a lot of
actually like in studio,
you must be at your place of work 4 days out of the week. I think in the advent of the pandemic and learning how to go hybrid, how to work from home, X, Y, and Z, we made such leaps and bounds and innovations to blend and mix and balance, work-life balance and stuff like that. Because we had to. It was a health thing. It was a public health concern. And I think there's a lot of people that made a lot of strides, and a lot of careers exploded. A lot of new things were able to happen. Innovation, right? And now we're at this point where 3 years later, it is very much a symptom of just, the later stages of capitalism, right? Where now we have just mausoleums of buildings that have no one working in them. So now companies are paying hand over fist millions, billions of dollars to keep these buildings, and no one's working out of them because, yeah, of course, man, bitch, I'm gonna do my phone calls and take my meetings and then do my laundry and then also cook my food for the rest of the week and also take care of my family and kids and, watch my show. As long as I get my work done, that doesn't matter. If anything, I might be actually working more hours because I start at 7 when I wake up and then I get off work at 8 p.m. And even then, I can still answer an email at 9 p.m. So obviously, but then there's always going to be bad faith actors who are going to misuse that, right? They're going to be like, oh, I'm working, and they're not really working, right? So there's always good and there's always bad. But that being said, Deadline, Variety, Hollywood Reporter, everyone wants to be like, piece of shit. Lionsgate is making everyone RTO, and all the different studios are getting in trouble. But only LA Times has talked about how Disney was doing it. And I was like, that should be like the real big one, right? And it always feels like Bob Iger particularly. But that's the thing, right? So the whole overarching story is that studios are now requiring people to come back to work 4 days out of the week, right? And it just feels like that every other studio is under fire except Disney, because you can always point it at his face. You could say it's Bob Iger's fault instead of it's Disney's fault. Where he's not Mr. Disney. He is the CEO for sure. The figurehead. I've seen
is saying Bob Iger is
making
people come back.
So it's a really weird thing, especially when you know that Disney's not comprised of just one person. It is also a board of board of people. And that's how every giant studio company works. And that's the same thing with Lionsgate and the like. So that's just an interesting thing where, pay attention to what people are saying and how they want to destroy a person, but not destroy a company,
Yeah.
So,
because there's a lot that goes in. I mean, we all worked at Apple, and it's like, when people would say they always want to blame the CEO. Oh, it's this person's fault. And it's like, that there's like a board. And then there's a whole bunch that goes into the decisions for a company. I don't want to protect or defend Disney. They've made some pretty interesting decisions. We'll put it that way. But it's like, there's a lot that goes into a decision to just throw it in one person's lap of blame. And it's hey, but thanks, Iger.
No, I mean, it's fun to always, Apple, I think, is a really good example because, part of the people who are on the board are people who work for Coca-Cola and Nike.
Yeah.
And so when people are like, I wonder why Nike's going so woke. I don't know, maybe because the board shares a room with Tim Cook, who is an open gay man. So it's like, they might want to make good on their partners. Like, understand that's how reality works, is like, these are people are in partnerships with other people. So it's like, who else does Disney have stakes with, right? So how many of those other companies do they now own that they now must also make sure that those employees come back into those offices? So it's just a really interesting thing. As someone who works out of an office currently, I will say it is a very post-apocalyptic feeling walking into a cubicle or aka a bullpen, and just there's no one there. Just hundreds of desks and floors of things, and obviously LA is it's a big portion of the California and the country and the world, but it's just one city out of the entire country that's like, there's not a lot of people occupying it. So it's unfortunate to see a lot of companies not know what to do with the opportunity they have. Like, okay, fine, then move all the people out and then find smaller places to work out of, and then I don't know, find a way to donate those buildings to the city. I know it gets all tied up. I'm not someone in real estate. I don't know how that works.
It's but also
that's housing.
Yeah, I mean, if I can speak from personal terms, working for a network that it was an interesting situation because they also had sold, this is all public information, so I'm just going to talk about it openly. You know, the Warner Brothers Ranch, which is like historical, like if you ask anybody that lives in LA, most people are gonna be like, oh, the ranch, that's so, I mean, like the Friends fountain was there, like a lot of the backlot things that you see in movies and TV, it's probably at the ranch, but that was sold to somebody recently, and so the CW television network had to, occupied a building there, the promo department where I work, so this is a very special case, had to move, and they were going to move into like the Warner lot, the proper, and when it came down to like transferring a few years and after COVID, or through COVID, they were starting to talk about that, like the requiring people to come into the office, and a lot of people who are more susceptible, immune system wise, we're fighting it, and like a lot of people believe that it's even like a budget. It's also a budgetary conversation of like, you're still paying something for the building, and it's like you want to make sure that you're also getting money. And so it's like, well, we need this, we need these expenses for the building. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so it's like making sure that money is coming in. Like that can be a part of it too, of like, well, we have these buildings, like you said, Tom, like I know friends who worked at companies that they basically got rid of their buildings and like rent an office space here and there for when they need to do meetings and whatnot. So it's interesting.
I mean, I think, in my experience of seeing different buildings and what people work out of in Hollywood, across the street from Paramount, there's Raleigh Studios where Chaplin and all these other people used to work out of. And they're pretty much just apartments. And it's really crazy to think that, like, man, those are the perfect offices, because if no one lived there, they have they have like very little expenses. Where like the building I work out of, I recently just watched Sorry to Bother You.
Bother you.
And there's a line in the beginning of the film where it says millions of dollars is in the walls of all the wires and cabling so that you can make thousands of calls every day out of this building. And I think about that so much of like, oh my God, the infrastructure needed to like set that up is crazy to think about. But then also it's like, but what happens when no one's in there? Then it's like, then you are just, it's like, it also reminds me of what Bo Burnham said, where it's like everyone just kind of makes things unsustainably, right? So I don't want to completely hold on to this part of it, since we do have a second part of the show, but that was that's it. That's what my news. I mean, do you want to go to the next part, Josh?
Yeah, sure. The next part of the show that we are so smoothly transitioning into is
big announcement. We're going back into the office.
We're going back. In fact, we are requiring.
These guys didn't know, but I'm putting my foot down.
Nice. No, we will answer questions from you, the people. And I do want to take a moment, because this is where we get to do business. I do want to make sure to shout out our different partners in crime, Focusrite. They are our sound. They are awesome.
So buttery good.
So buttery good. This is the radio setting on the Vocaster if you're using it. We also have Odyssey and Embody Audio. I love Jaren over at Embody. Love to game with their Immerse software and send it, like I'll send him Discord messages of like, have you tried it with this? It's amazing. Grounded with Immerse, terrifying.
I don't like that.
Terrifying.
I don't like that one bit.
Oh, Grounded, the game. I was like, Grounded setting, but Grounded, the shrunk people.
Yeah, I started playing that recently, and like I had Immerse on, and like I'm terrified of spiders, like in real life. So anytime we come up with a spider and I have that going, I can hear it around me, and I'm like, anyway. So do check out Embody, Odyssey, and Focusrite.
My buddy had to turn down the spider settings.
Oh yeah, so they're like the floating white things.
Yeah,
that sounds fun. So we're going to answer questions from you, the people, and there are many ways. My favorite way is to join our Discord, nerdon.tv/Discord, and there are channels within there. But my even like more favorite than my favorite way is to join the Nerd On Nation, powered by Patreon, nerdon.tv/Patreon, and you get channels in that Discord, same Discord, but private for you, that are just for you to talk to us and to submit your questions there. And you get the Nerd On Nudge to ask questions like Black Mamba
Shout out.
asks, what are the best things that happened to you in 2022 and what would you set forth and try to do in 2023?
I mean, I have a gimme on that.
I know. I was just going to say, I was reading the sentence and I was like, I know Corey's answer.
Yeah, I bought a house.
That was 2022?
No, it wasn't.
That was 2021.
No, baby Junebug.
Baby
came by.
Junebug.
She's sleeping right now. She's pretty cute. But yeah, that's an easy one. It's been literally the greatest thing that's ever happened.
She's cute. She's adorable.
God, she's fun right now, man. We have games and stuff. I took her to the zoo yesterday. Yeah, it was fun.
The zoo?
Yeah, we got a family membership.
Did you guys go swimming? Because it was raining like crazy.
Yesterday wasn't too bad.
Did you see the
luckily.
meerkats?
Oh yeah, she likes
Bonnie
the
loves the
flamingos,
meerkats.
and she loses her fucking mind over the giraffes. She's like, how is this? How does this exist? What's wrong with the? We like to think that because the only animals she's seen is cats, is that she thinks these are the like weirdest cats she's ever seen.
Those big cats. No,
she likes the things with long necks, the flamingos and the giraffes, and then those elephants that have the long necks in the front.
Oh yeah. Elephants. No, Bonnie loves the meerkats, so sometimes we'll go to the zoo. And it's so cool that the meerkats are so close, like to the entrance, so you kind of go up and it's like, oh, there they are.
All right, now we can go home.
Yeah, now we can go home. No, I like that zoo. It's fun.
Yeah, it was easy for me. Yeah, Junebug.
Junebug. It's adorable little baby. What about you, Tom? Wait, Corey, 2023. What's the...
Oh, what are we manifesting into setting forth into 2023?
And try to do in 2023, yeah.
Just health, happiness, best dad it can be.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. Dance like nobody's watching. Sing like
look up
nobody can hear me.
inspirational sayings.
Yeah. Just put up Christmas lights everywhere. Pumpkin lattes. No, just, I would say that, and then just gonna magic to the moon, baby. Let's do this. We're gonna go to the World Championship Commander League.
Yeah?
No.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe this is just like, you know how you're aware of your own world and like the people in it and whatnot, and you think, man, this person is like, in my world, you're like pro level. Like in my world, I'm like, oh man, Corey could compete. But like, are you not like? Are you not as good as I think you are?
In what?
In Magic?
Standard?
Oh, standard.
Yeah.
Oh.
I used to do standard competitions.
No.
Tournaments with Nate.
No. The reason why I don't think that for Corey is because I could tolerate playing with them. I feel like if he was competition level, I wouldn't tolerate playing with him.
I don't like. I've played CEDH, and I don't. It's not fun for me. Like it just. I would rather, if I'm gonna be competitive, I'll play standard with you, and I will build a control extra turns deck, and I will never let you play.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because there have been times where I've played with you and like you probably were going soft on me, and like we've played and like I think I won by like accident, and you were like, okay, and you brought out this deck and just destroyed me within like a few rounds, and it was like,
which is why I said Corey has a fucking problem.
He has a problem
because it's like, oh, let me play at the weak level. Oh, I made accidentally 5 million infinite combos.
Oh, honey.
And then I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Took the deck apart.
So I don't give a fuck. Leave it together. 99 lands, 1 commit.
He's talking about the snake deck. By turn 4, I had like 30, 54 flying snakes.
But even then, it was just like, oh, now I made all the artifacts, fuck everything, and then they're all hexproof, indestructible. I blink it out a bajillion times, and then also you slap your mother. It's like, what the fuck?
I love it when you're working through cards and like you're reading the what it does, and then you get to another card and you put the two together and you're like,
it's like a moment. It's like you're like, ah,
this could be bad.
Yeah.
This could be really bad and amazing.
No fun combos in my deck. I try not to do that.
The thing for me, like I would like in terms of my level of like doing that shit, it's like I just do it to me and then I win. I don't do it to any of you. That's it. Like you don't feel like you're busted out of it. Like, but I mean that's the thing where I feel like in competitive games it's like you have to kind of block everyone out of the game, which is no one gets to play.
Because everyone's deck is too strong. If you let their decks do anything, then you run the risk of losing. So you have to shut it down.
Which is
manipulators and stuff like that.
Which is absolutely where Yu-Gi-Oh is at the same time. Which, so it's just kind of funny to hear, the dichotomy between the two, where it's just like, oh, unbeatable boards and all that stuff. It's like that's trading card games, bro. Like once you make that and you shut them out, they can't play. They scoop, and you're like, so
anyway.
What about you, Tom?
Me, best thing that happened to me is that I beat Elden Ring the year it came out. No, no,
I didn't even beat it the year it came out. So,
but the thing is also, you took a long ass break, so
I did.
It's not like you were like we're playing nonstop since the day it came out. For me, best thing that happened to me tonight. What's the one? I got a new job. It was kind of nice.
You did, yeah.
Allows me to. This is the thing, y'all. Things, look, homies, fam. I'm tell you real quick.
Yeah.
Money can't bring you happiness, but it could pay your bills and you don't die. So. Also, all you motherfuckers out there, you rich bitches who are like, oh, I don't need my money and shit like that. Yeah, that's what someone with money would say. Also, oh, you can't buy it. Bitch, you don't know what to buy. How about you buy your friends happiness? How about you go take them out to a vacation? How about you don't, hey, baby, don't work for a month. Take care of your shit. That's what you buy with your fucking money. Anyways, so, yeah, I got a new job. It wasn't high paying or anything like that, but it was just like a new job, new pace. Feeling like I move up in the world a little bit. Oh, I mean, I joined the TV Academy, and
that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was kind of nice.
Awesome.
It feels like I'm, getting closer and closer to the elitist Hollywood bubble, and I definitely feel that way sometimes too. I was like, ooh, I'm starting to feel like, I want this pretentious artistry, but then I'm like, I gotta remember, like, hey man, people got to enjoy this shit. People got to blah,
you
blah.
refer to your projects as films, and this new film that I had made,
and I got to enjoy a perk of being in the TV Academy. I went to the TV Academy theater just the other day and watched Babylon, and it was free, 90 free. I mean, it's part of my fucking.
Was it?
Oh, dude, marketing sucks. Movie good. Because the marketing is like, oh look, it's fucking white man who takes on white girl to become big movie star back in the roaring 20s, and you're like, do I really want to see this debaucherous shit of the movie industry? And it has that in there, but that's not what the movie's about. There's a whole other character that's the main character, and I'm like, if this had been the trailer, everyone would have wanted to see that shit. Like, I'm gonna do a baby spoiler, everybody. The lead character, it's about like a person of color, Hispanic man who becomes like a studio exec. Like in the 20s.
That's not in the marketing at all.
Like who like people would want to see this. It's like, oh shit, like that's some fucking cool shit. And it's like he comes from nothing, and then you're like, oh, but instead they're like Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie in
debauchery and craziness.
That's about the movie that came and went that I like didn't hear about till it was already out of theaters. Amsterdam.
Oh yeah.
Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, like
fucking John David Washington.
Yeah, like what? Where's the Where was the marketing for that? That looks like
and Rami Malek, and I think Anya Taylor-Joy's in that one too.
Yeah, and Taylor.
It's a fun movie.
Stupid. Anyway, so Babylon was pretty good, and watching in the Academy Theater, which is fun because like you're also with other people in the Academy, and so they're like it's a really good celebration and condemnation of the Hollywood industry. So it's really interesting watching it in that audience. Anyways, what am I going to set forth and try to do? Last thing, also, Baby made Thief of Joy, put that shit out, and then people like it. And shout out to Dusk Ninja Kenji, who shouted out the short film Thief of Joy in the chat.
Yeah.
And what am I trying to set forth and try to do in 2023? Bitch, I mean, I'm trying to save that money. I'm trying to financially plan, but also fuck around and make some new shit. I moved into this new apartment, and I definitely have to like upgrade my life a little bit. Get new bed frames, and like get a nicer bed, and You know, like, oh, put some nice things out in the world, and I definitely want to.
I'm here to drill more holes in your walls, Tom.
I appreciate that. And then later on, bring in the drill drill bit.
Yeah. But, there we go.
I definitely, with some help and some luck, want to make some more shit. And I think I'll be coming into some better finances soon, and hopefully that'll be a thing. Because also, for all y'all who are like, oh, money doesn't buy you happiness, but it also could fund some shit. And it's really, there's a triangle. You want good, you want speed, or you want cheap. You can only pick two, baby. You only pick two. And if you don't got the money, then you can't ever tell anybody who's worth a damn, like, hurry the fuck up, because they got to pay bills. They got to, take care of themselves. But once you throw money, it's like, cool. Now you can not do the other side job, and you could just focus on this. And it's nice. It's nice to do that. But also, where are you going to go? How are you going to shoot it? How are you going to get all these things done? It takes time. Money, to me, I don't give a shit about it. But it does allow me to get some shit done.
That's
a tool.
I wish more people would understand that you can have. There's three things. It could be is cheap, good, and fast. You can't have all three. You get to pick two.
No?
What is it?
No.
Which one do you want?
Cheap and fast? Probably not gonna be good.
Could you imagine? I mean, I would love in a world, like a video game world, where like it actually is possible. Like us, hey, remake Avatar with our budget. It would take us 500 years. Just like the actual
85 years.
Yeah. So there's that. Just trying to make some shit, trying to save some shit, trying to make some good stuff. Also, trying to get some podcasts out for you bitches. And I mean that in the loving way.
Hey, my camera turned off.
I'm also bitches. Yeah, Corey camera's turned off.
Wow.
But yeah, make some podcasts for y'all. And get up in your ears again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Josh?
Yeah. 2022 for me was a big focus on my acting career, and a lot of really great things happened on that side. I got my agent, I got my booth. One of my mentors and heroes called me a really great actor, so that was really cool. Thief of Joy really was it was a big thing for me. I really loved it. Caitlin is an amazing co-star to work with, and working with you guys it's butter. It's good. It's so good. It's fun. I mean, it was all everything that happened to me that was good was all related to acting stuff, and got selected in one of the top 40 of that voiceover competition, and got to meet with some, things are happening in 2023.
You got a magic deck.
I did. I bought my own magic deck, and I upgraded it. I upgraded it. Oh, I got the mat that goes with it, or not goes with it, but it's that's my mat. That's me. That mat is me.
The Lebowski mat.
Yeah. 2023, I'm kind of as I'm going into it, I'm in a strange a strange section of my life, not even a crossroads. I'm just on a road that I don't know where it goes, but I'm gonna go on it. And
I would walk 500 miles.
Job related stuff. I have no idea what's next, so I'm just kind of I feel positive or optimistic about what's next, but I also don't know what's next. So people keep telling me just keep on trucking, but also I've got good things ahead. I just don't know what they are. So I'd like to do more voice acting stuff and more acting and whatnot. Next question. Next question.
Yeah.
Comes from T-Dog. If you were an inch tall, what food would you most want to eat that would be normal size?
Inch.
Oh, an inch tall. Got it.
I asked the same question. Yep.
Okay. If you were an inch tall, what food would you most want to eat that would be normal size? So if we're looking at a life-size burger or something like that.
If we were Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, if we were grounded, what's the food we would want to eat that's still normal size?
Oh, I see. I see.
I feel like anything, if you'd be
I feel like you die. You just
I mean, you
lick
can't
a-
eat the whole thing, but it's like
lick
you have a
grain of
life.
salt. Your body becomes calcified.
Yeah.
I've got a
So-
year's supply of pizza because I have a slice.
Yeah. You know, barring any sort of.
This is like about an inch, right? I'm like
we gotta
2
remember
inches
we're
big.
also an inch tall, so medical shit goes out. We're not gonna worry about that.
Yeah, no, that doesn't apply here.
What would we want to eat that's still normal size if we were an inch tall? Yeah. That's a really good question.
Booty.
I don't want to be here anymore.
I'm the writer and director of the cerebral
do this
film
anymore.
The
I don't
Thief
wanna
of
do
Joy.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, guys, film and cinema also eat the booty like us groceries.
Daddy, Dacky, Snatty, Zaggy, Snatty. Film.
The duality of man. What I would want to eat, probably. Ooh, I'd eat some sushi. I'd eat but also the mercury. Also,
But
the
like, I was just
mercury.
thinking, like, what could you, like?
Like
It'd
a grain of rice. Like,
It would be huge.
You're an inch big. You're not that small. Like
I mean, you're still
like a
like
grain of
a-
rice is this big.
yeah, but that's still like,
That's a big thing to eat. That's like a.
that's
that's
like a large thing.
Yeah, I'd
That's
eat
like
a
one of those
sushi.
food competition things.
I eat a sushi, or I eat a pizza because it's just more cheese than bread at that point.
I mean, I feel like I would have to go with pillow because you could just scoop it out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Tom? Like the pork would be so soft you could literally.
I still
grab
don't know what
pieces.
this reference is, and I still want to try
Pieces of
it.
it.
You will. I promise.
Tom knows I'm right though. This is like you could take if you had a little inch tall cup, you could just take a cup and it would be pork and it'd be just done. That's my answer, 100%. No questions asked.
Okay. I'd still want to eat like pizza. Like I love pizza. I love cheese. Really, a PB&J might be really good.
Oh, you want to swim in a little inch-sized pool of death cheese?
Oh, but I
Just
don't
eat it
know
as you
because
swim.
it's hot.
You could also do that normally.
You could on the next episode of hashtag
pool.
what diet.
Because I was thinking
We
about
make
would you want nachos? But you think about it, the nacho is super big and it's probably super crunchy at that point. You're like,
You could
I can't-
climb the nachos.
yeah,
and,
you
like,
could surf on the nacho.
You could like from the top. Oh man, there's so many possibilities.
Some magic school bus shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's sushi still. Mine's going to be a sushi, a big ass
Okay.
rice, but then a little
Okay.
bit of, and again, you can chop it up. You don't have to like shove a whole grain
Yeah.
of rice in your throat. So,
Yeah.
oh
Make a knife
hey,
out of a toenail.
welcome back to Hello Kitchen.
Hello,
Tu-
kitchen.
Hot
We
tub.
filled with that cheese. Next question
Next question.
comes from Ethan. Who
Who?
is a Kit Kat a sandwich or a dumpling? I knew it. I knew it. And that was the day that Corey quit Nerd On.
It's a sandwich. It's a manufactured sandwich, but there's no way you could fold up a Kit Kat like a dumpling can. Dumpling,
Yeah.
there is some sense that you need to fold it up.
It's candy. It's a chocolate bar.
Y'all, it's candy.
As someone whose wife was the voice of Kit Kats, it's candy.
It's candy.
It's not a dumpling. A dumpling is a dumpling.
Is a human a dumpling?
No.
This is the bow.
No. Technically, is an Uncrustable a dumpling?
Yes.
No, it's not, Tom.
I only say it
sandwich
yes.
with no crust.
I say it yes because I was so disappointed when people were like, "Look at my chicken dumpling soup," and then I was like, "It was a very American
Chickens
dish,"
and dumplings.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is just some fucking dough you threw in your soup. This is bullshit." When I was like,
It's so
"A
good, though.
dumpling should have some shit inside of it."
Yeah.
That's
yeah. A Kit Kat's a candy bar.
That's all the questions that I got.
Wafers,
Pre-selected.
fluid, chocolate coating.
It's candy.
I feel like I'm gonna have like you're gonna like check in next year and this is gonna come in and I'm just gonna be like in a cave and I'll be like it's a dumpling. Okay.
He's written like an equation to figure it out.
I give up.
I'm thinking of
I
like a
accidentally
scene.
prove it's a dumpling.
From like Liar Liar, you know, he's like, the pen is blue. The goddamn pen is a Kit Kat is a dumpling.
And
It's a dumpling.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
I feel like Corey would just be Jim Carrey, Edward Nygma from Batman Forever at the end. I'm Batman.
Kit Kats are dumplings.
So we want to do some questions from the chat.
Yes.
All right. Okay, hold on, time out. There's the first question here. I have a question for the question. The first question comes from Bad Reprint, and it says, question, Christopher Nolan once tweeted, motherfucker, he's got a Twitter? He
might
had
not
a Twitter?
anymore.
He definitely doesn't have it anymore. But he tweeted something? Anyways, once tweeted asking who he could speak to about working on a video game. Which film directors would you most want to direct a game? And what are some features that you think would define their game? I got the answer.
Del Toro.
Damn it! That was the answer.
No, I was
got the
guessing your answer. That's
yeah.
not my answer.
That was the answer.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Go
it.
on, Tom. Elaborate.
Oh, I mean, Guillermo del Toro always shows he has relationships with Hideo Kojima, and Kojima, you know, kind of really wants to make these cinematic, immersive worlds. Shout out to Bad Reprint.
He wants to bend the rules of video games. in a
Yes,
way.
shout out to Bad Reprint, who fucking been playing that Death Stranding on his streams. Check it out. But, you know, it's cinematic Metal Gear Solid and now with Death Stranding, but also like, you know, recently, you know, Elden Ring comes back in, right? So George R.R. Martin recently collaborated with Hidetaka Miyazaki on Elden Ring, even though a lot of the skeleton and rubric of stuff was built into from stuff from Dark Souls of like this cyclical world and stuff like that, but creating the names and the history and relationships between different characters was what George R.R. Martin put in there. With Guillermo del Toro, I think we would have this very beautiful but yet eerie, imperfect world that we would just be able to walk through and experience.
We got a glimpse.
Oh yeah, and I feel like I recently just watched Guillermo del
Emotional damage.
Thank you, T-Doc. I recently just watched Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, and so good, so fucking good. That's it.
Josh?
You go.
I don't know if I have one off the top of my head. I mean, it would have been Guillermo because that's the right answer.
I mean, after you said that, I was like, yeah.
Well, because we played Tom and I back in the day played the playable trailer. Was it PT?
PT.
Man, that was terrifying and so, like, it was just a total mind fuck. Like, I couldn't figure, and it like learned you as well, which was wild. And at the time, like, I know games kind of do that now, but like at the time, games were not learning you, and this was learning you and your behaviors, and it was something I had never really experienced before. If I had to pick a different director to make a video game, I mean, it's got to be. I mean, the only person I can think of is Zack Snyder.
Daddy Zacky Snidey, baby.
Just because I think he would make something really action-packed and a lot of fun. And I just think he's another one of those directors that really just likes to push what he can do within a medium and kind of push, not really, I mean, not really bend the rules was not what I meant to say, but like kind of try to do something that hasn't really been done, and bring something that only they can bring to it. It's kind of what Zack Snyder and Guillermo del Toro have in common when it comes to directing. And so, yeah, I guess that would be my answer.
At first, I was like, "Oh, Edgar Wright. That'd be an interesting, video
that's a
game
good
experience."
That's a good answer.
I almost went to the Coen brothers. I'm like, what? It'd be interesting dialogue.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe like in terms of an experience, it'd probably be Edgar Wright. There would
like,
probably be an experience there.
Like how Justin Roiland really just took over the video game industry recently. Like was it High on Life or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I keep hearing about that, and I need to like actually.
It's
check
everywhere,
it out.
and it's just it just goes to show you like when someone who's been TV confined within the TV screen is given the opportunity to really create their own explorable world. It's fascinating.
Hold on 1 second. There is some weird ish going on with the mic right now.
Who's my mic?
Go ahead and talk, Josh.
Testing, talking.
No, it's my mic, maybe.
Testing, talking.
It's like a weird staticky thing that's going on.
Oh, that's weird because I don't. Oh, that's weird because I don't hear it.
It has to be coming from my feed.
Yeah.
No, it's not Josh and Corey. It's definitely me because it's translating
Have you, like, muted yours?
Muted
yours? I tried to mute it. Like, or you can mute it on the vocaster for a sec, see if it goes away.
How about now? No. I mean, do you guys hear it from me on the chat? Because I mean, yeah, they're getting back from me, so that's a really weird thing. All right. Did it go away? Josh?
That's weird.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
It's gone, or it's just when we talk.
It's only when you two talk, but I'm fine.
Oh. It's like somehow the input.
It started happening when Corey was talking, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Bizarre.
Let me see. Maybe Mama saw.
Headphones are plugged in all the way. They're hearing it though. That's the weird part.
Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I still hear it from you guys. And it's the weird thing is coming from both of you guys, so it has to be from me, right? Because no way Josh and Corey's both are messed up.
It could be coming from OBS Ninja.
All right, let me try to
Because
mute.
we're feeding that. Because we're feeding and we're talking through that.
Try switching your output for OBS Ninja and switching back.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe some gremlins in the system. Technology.
All right, my output did not change anything. Changing the
That's weird.
Oh no, it did.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, you guys are fine.
So it was Ninja.
Whoa.
Anyway, that was that.
Sorry.
That was our answers.
Woo!
Anyway, Justin Roiland did a good job.
If I could have an honorable mention, I think someone that's doing really well, and I think it kind of plays in both your answers in terms of fun dialogue, but also Corey, your more crime driven stuff. I think Ryan Johnson. With the work that they've done with Knives Out and Glass Onion, you do like a criminal investigation kind of thing.
Oh yeah, almost like a telltale.
Yeah,
like
and I think
a decision,
and I think the
decision based.
The big overlying thing would be like just very fantastic, awesome characterization of NPCs.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Yeah, next
Michael Bay
question.
video
Okay.
game would be insane as well.
A
Just
what?
want to throw that out there.
A
A
what game?
Michael Bay video game would just be fun. It'd be fun.
True. It'd probably be Grand Theft Auto. It'd just be insane off the walls. Okay. This one we're gonna do the first question from Dustin Ninja Kenji. I'm gonna start cooking right now. I never watched Avatar: The Way of Water. Was that any good? Josh, you watch it?
I did.
Let me hear. Was it any good?
I mean, if you want my first thoughts of when I walked out the door after seeing that, it was kind of like, it was what I expected. It was Avatar in the water. It was like it was beautiful. I mean, it's like, okay, now you guys are just showing off with CGI. Like it's a beautiful movie, and it's like
That's what all these movies are.
yeah, they're beautiful, and it's cool, and I'll say what I always say, like on our episodes, I would need to watch it again, but if I wanted to make like a critical like critique of it at all, but like initial, I'm like, it's an experience. That's what those movies to me particularly are, like an experience. I remember seeing Avatar the first time, you were like, holy shit, and this one you're like, okay, cool, I've seen that. It's, I don't know, it was okay. It was an experience. It was fun.
Corey, you haven't seen it?
No.
All right, so I have seen it. I'm gonna start cooking real quick, and I'm gonna say it this way. I think Avatar: The Way of Water was the biggest IOU for all the god awful CGI we've gotten in 2022. I think the one shot alone of fucking trussing up a dolphin dragon thing that they ride and the water splashing on them, it's like, are they just painted? Are they painted blue? Is the water real? Is like, it's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, there were so many scenes that you're like, whoa.
And this is the thing I would think about it in all senses of it. And again, I think I've used it before. If I don't like salads, then I'm not going to like salads. But if I see a really well decorated, made up salad and it has onions and shit like that I don't like, I'm not going to be like,
then is it just a sandwich?
No, it's a dumpling. But I'm not going to be like, this is a shit salad. It's like, I don't like salads, right? And there's a blurb that James Cameron has said is like he can't do all the sequels that he has planned out. He would have to train the next director to actually do it. And I 100% agree. I think the level of melding of like technological craftsmanship that like video games go through, and then as well as directing actors, and as well as like orchestrating a film production at this scale is fucking ridiculous. I think there is 100% a reason to watch it for that. It's kind of like in a similar way of Josh, I could kind of not care too much about like trapeze artists and like circus stuff, but I know how insane it is to do that and do it entertainingly, right? Because that is just practice, and then there are also risks, right? And there's also just a lifestyle about that, and that I feel that way with Avatar. And I was like the first person to shit on like Avatar the original. I fell asleep watching the movie, and so now watching this one, like I just have a deep found respect for it. So kind of understand what you would go to watch it for. I think if you want to watch it to not like it, sure, but if you want to watch it to be like, I want to see like really crazy well made like special effects and like an achievement in that sense, then you'll enjoy it. But if you want to watch it for like, I want to see a brand new story, you're not going to see that. And I don't think, unfortunately, any Hollywood blockbusters are going to do that unless it's RRR. That shit was amazing. Greatest blockbuster in Hollywood has made in 2022. But that's what I would say. That's I'm done cooking.
Are you excited for the Fire Nation or Fire Nation?
the Favi. I mean, to me, again, I said this in our Discord, where if more blockbusters had a fraction of the conversation of conservationism that this film had, then I wouldn't be mad. Like they can make all the fucking money in the world, and I'm cool with it because I know for a fact James Cameron's gonna put it back into marine biology and shit. At least it has a fucking heart and soul at the end of the day. Where other ones, I'm like, I don't fucking care. I don't think they do anything other than feed their own egos.
Why is the Fire Nation always gotta be bad guys?
I don't think they are gonna be bad guys. The Sky People are the bad guys because the Sky People are from Earth.
We'll see.
I don't think so. I think that's gonna be fine because the whole Way of Water was like the forest Na'vi were learning about who the Water Tribe was, and so how to learn and understand and respect the water. And I think,
but also like it was a different. I liked the kind of almost Zen quality of like the learning to breathe and that kind of thing, and slowing down the heart, and like it's a different way of life. And I think it'll be interesting to see what.
This is the reason I said they're going to be bad guys. Here's Cameron's direct quote. Fire will be represented by the Ash people. I want to show the Na'vi from another angle because so far I've only shown them for good. In early films, there are very negative human examples and very positive Na'vi examples. In Avatar 3, we will do the opposite.
I know there's apparently plans where they go back to Earth, and I'm like, that's going to be interesting.
I just want the Fire Nation to be good.
Can be. But also, Ethan, who's got me on Checkmate, it's not RRR is not Hollywood, it's Tollywood. One more question?
Yeah, one more question.
Okay, let's do Dust Ninja Kenji. I see you have another question for us. We're going to hold that in the bank. We're going to go to 1992 Johnny Horror. Question, if you had the opportunity to make a hero game that hasn't been made yet, what would it be?
A hero, like a superhero game?
I think so. It just says hero game.
The Flash. because there was almost one and it looked really cool. There's some leaks. Probably the Flash or like, yeah, the Flash. I think that would be it. It would just be a lot of fun to see how you could play with time manipulation and stuff like that. It would be cool if it was like a JRPG, you know, where you have points you can spend, unlock different costumes, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Flash would be a lot of fun.
Josh?
Or like, yeah.
I was just about to say an idea, and then another idea came to me.
What?
Give me
for it.
both.
Yeah, because I have one
Well,
more.
both would be open world.
Okay.
One would so open world Spawn, like a open world, but there could be a potential of like there'd be like a hell part that you could go to, you could transfer to, kind of like an Elden Ring. No, the Seofer River, like it's a different part of the map that you can go to. But then I was thinking of like a Superman game that was, I feel like a Superman game would be like a not just an open world, but an open universe, like where you could like fly to different planets and like do things there and like learn, like in each planet your powers are affected differently. I think that would be cool.
I think there has to be an option where you can fly into orbit, and then it will just take you into like a menu where you fly to the next planet. But also, even then, you just in menu fly to another planet, so that you can have the joy of flying out of the Earth. But also, that takes a long time.
And you could fly in order to recharge yourself instead of like going to like a campsite or something. You have to fly up and be charged by the sun.
That's cool.
And that's where you do your level ups and adjust your stats. And then you go back down and you're like, oh, there's something going on in New York. I'm going to go like whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be fun.
I think Wonder Woman God of War has been taken a lot, and we've said it multiple times. In order for us to have a little variety, I would want to do kind of I would do a Grand Theft Auto Green Lantern. Because in Grand Theft Auto, you open up different parts of the map, right? So it's open world-ish, but then like a lot of your missions are going to be in the main part where you're supposed to be at. And then until you finish an X amount of story parts, then a new part of the map will open up. And I want that to happen with Green Lantern where it's crime, right? So there are intergalactic police at the end of the day, enforcers, guardians, whatever you want to call them. And the more criminals, space pirates, or your Yellow Lanterns you kind of like, you know, get out of a system in space, then the more different places in space you can go to. And I think there are opportunities where you can go to other sectors and then like, oh, in this one, the Blue Lantern is pretty much like the Guardian here. And then like you meet Saint Walker and then like you do missions with them. And then this one's like, oh, this is the Red Lantern area. So it's like you do that kind of stuff.
And then on your new game plus, you get to start as a different color.
Or you
I was
choose
just gonna
any of
say,
them.
like, what if, like, at the beginning of the game, you get to choose, okay, what's your color, and like each has its own.
You know how big that game would be, because they'd all have different intentions. So that's huge. That's a huge game.
Yeah.
My other thing I was gonna say for a game was because we don't have a good one yet, would be a
Batman.
No, like a Magic the Gathering, like Planeswalker game where you are either you're one of the main people. You know, it would have to be the story of the rise and fall of Bolas, because that's the Gatewatch and all that kind of stuff. Would be the most streamlined one that you could follow. So many Planeswalkers are involved in that, so you could choose who you want to be, or you could create your own depending on what mana combinations you want to have. You know, the list of spells, again, it'd be an RPG. It'd be a little more in depth. Wouldn't be a JRPG. It'd probably be a full RPG. The list of spells you have depend on your color alignment, and maybe you can only start with one color alignment, and eventually you could work your way up to 5. Obviously, there'd be drawbacks for the more colors you have, but it could be a lot of fun.
I'm imagining like an old school like skill tree. You know how like you just like, and then you can branch out and like like unlock different.
Or it'd be sweet to have like a turn-based RPG with planeswalkers, building teams and stuff like that.
I'm gonna pull
Their
in.
spells are.
I'm gonna pull a Nintendo and go weirdo mode on my second one since everyone had two.
Yeah.
DC Racing.
Yeah.
Batmobile. you got Lobo.
Does Superman just fly?
No, I'd have.
Is Wonder Woman just floating?
No, she's in the
Just
invisible jet.
An invisible jet.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like she's just floating.
But she's like this the entire. She has to be seated, and Batgirl has the motorcycle. You know, everyone's got a vehicle. Superman cannot just be flying. I refuse. I would rather him be riding horseback on crypto than to have him
got
just
a car.
Sure, he can have a car. And then you know what? If you know,
Supermobile.
I'm glad I could do that.
And it's got punchy hands.
And got punchy hands. And if they want to do a DLC, if they want to play nice, Thanos gets a helicopter.
All right.
He always gets a helicopter. That's Thanos gets a helicopter. But that'd be mine. And I think that's the last question of the night.
Last question of the night of the first
The
update
DLC
of the
is
year.
Mortal Kombat characters.
What are we doing here?
Thank
That's
you,
right.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you're watching the VOD on Twitch, hey, thanks for watching the thing that's live on Mondays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come join us. Come hang out in the chat. Our website, did you know our website has a full catalog of all of our episodes, which is hundreds. And this includes the Capeless episodes and all of they've had some spin-offs in the past. So much podcast content on there. So check out that website, nerdon.tv. Check out all of our social media. We don't shout that out, but we're there. We're active there. So check that out. Check out that Nerd On Nation powered by Patreon. It does allow us to keep doing the thing that we do. Check that out. Check out our short film that we made.
It's on YouTube.
In 2022. It's on YouTube right now. It was released like a week and a half ago.
No paywall.
No paywall. Go check it out. It's really good. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, like as a whole, like just the experience of watching it as a whole. People are loving it.
Which is, to me, again, the weirdest thing I say is like, it's a short film. It's 17 minutes long.
It's long for a short film. I will say that.
Film. It's longer than every Pixar short film combined.
The longest short film I ever mixed was 40 minutes. So, but this is the next longest one. Like they're very rarely past 10. This is a good movie. It's good. So check it out. What else? Hang out with us here on Twitch. We love doing this. So hang out with us. It's fun. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, join the Discord, hang out with us there. I mean, also we got some new stuff planned out. We're going to be, jumping up on our podcast soon, so we'll be up in the ears. Maybe not weekly shows, but also, fill in that space in Discord because we definitely want to include you guys in some of the new stuff we're doing. We're definitely playing a lot more Magic games, so there's even opportunity where you can play with us on the Discord. I think that'd be really fun. We just have to find times and dates to do that. And as long as you have a spell table set up, then we could probably get some, at least a game in once a month, or if we get some more, get some regularity. We'd love to have you guys on. Join us for all the streams we do on Twitch, like Josh said, and interact. It's fun. And, you could even do things like T-Dog and have us do like requests to play a thing and then in a certain way. So
hey, Nation, Patreon members, just so you know, before the show, before the update on Mondays, we go live in the Discord.
Yeah, hang out with us,
and you get to see the BTS. You got a baby, man.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna get mad at
the
you.
Baby in the leak, right? Just the baby.
Usually
the diaper will suck it all
Juniper
up.
to the roof leak.
It's usually Tom. It's usually Tom and I setting up, talking about whatever. Tonight was Elden Ring and discussing my build and how I beat it and all that kind of stuff. It's fun. It's fun to check it out. Anyway, should we raid somebody?
We should raid somebody.
Let's raid.
Brad, you're not streaming right now. Does anyone got a suggestion who they would like to raid? If not, it's going to be our normal lineup of Cream, Caleb, Ali Eldrazi, Octopimp, and Unaleska. Looks like Brad was gonna stream, so let's go ahead. Light it up, Brad.
Play the waiting music. Play the waiting music.
I don't have it. Bad reprint. I need to see you live.
You needs to stream it. You needs to stream it.
All right, everyone, we're gonna go over there. Brad, what are you gonna be playing? You know, everyone check that out. Brad's also in the Discord, and also, you know, someone who's you know, lovely to chat with in there. All right, so let me see if they are on yet. Death Stranding, starring Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro and Mads Mikkelsen and Leah Seydoux and Margaret Qualley and Troy Baker and
they are live,
and Hideo Kojima and who else?
Your mom.
Why can't I see Brad in there? Bad
reprint.
You know what? I'm just gonna. Can I hit raid? Can I hit raid? Can I hit just raid? Raid? No. Raid? No. Help!
I have to refresh.
Help!
Just refresh. I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Help! All right, starting the raid, everybody. Go follow.
Help!
Check them out. Hang out. And spread love. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Josh, you want to sing us out?
Yes, everyone. You know the drill. As always,
Nerd on.
Nerd on.